Hey, good morning, everybody. Just kind of wanted to show you this sunrise. It's coming up over the mountain. I wish I was on the sunny side of the mountain already, but I'm on the dark side of the mountain. But good morning. It's day 29 of my Appalachian Trail through hike. Just left camp. It's really cold. My thumb is just frozen. I can tell you, for the folks that are starting next year in January, February, or early March, or folks that maybe haven't left yet, the only piece of gear that really didn't quite live up to what I expected were my gloves. I just have not been able to keep my fingers warm, and that's really something that you need to get dialed in before you get on the trail, because it makes it very, very difficult, especially in the mornings, the cold mornings, where you can't move your fingers because of it. But that's just something. I mean, honestly, I'd probably bring a pair of electric gloves, battery operated gloves, just to keep my hands warm, because it's been pretty cold. Today I'm going to dedicate my day to my Aunt Annie Sue, my dad's younger sister. She's had 3 bouts of cancer and has battled back from each one of them. But she's a trooper, she's a warrior, and I'm going to dedicate the day for her, and start off with a rosary dedicated to her, and then I'll give her some prayers and some other thoughts and contemplation throughout the day. Okay, got about a 9-mile hike to lunch, and we're going to have some trail magic, which is lovely, and then we have another 7 or 8 more miles after that. All right, I'll catch you down the trail. Hey, good morning, everybody. About a couple miles into the hike, just passed a couple who I met on the very first day of the trail, very first night in a shelter. I met them, and I saw them one other time, maybe 2 or 3 days after that, and then I haven't seen them for the last 25 days. And they were walking southbound, and they were what they call slack packing, which means they catch a ride north, they get on the trail, and they just have like a 10-pound pack, just with some snacks and some water, and then they walk backwards, because they can walk faster, they make up miles. But they had to get off the trail for a funeral, so they're trying to make up some miles. Anyway, that's what slack packing is. Some people don't consider it as, the purists don't consider it as walking the trail like you're supposed to with your pack always heading north. Anyway, but it was interesting to see them after not seeing them for 3+ weeks. Entering the Cherokee National Forest. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm about 8 or 9 miles into my hike, and I hope you guys don't mind that I video things that I think are pretty along the trail. It's just some of these scenes you're not going to see anymore, because spring is almost here, and the weather is getting warmer, and today's mid 50s, tomorrow is going to be 70, and the next day is going to be mid 70s. So I just thought maybe I'd share a little bit of this with you while there's still some snow on the ground and it's still kind of pretty.
Green lady right there in the green sheet.
Yeah. So a little trail magic from where are you guys? Who are you all?
Nashville, Tennessee, trail name Penguin.
Penguin.
I don't have a trail name. I'm Robert.
Robert.
I'm Allison.
Allison.
I'm Kathy from St. Louis.
St. Louis. My daughter and son-in-law live in St. Louis.
Oh my gosh, how wonderful.
Yeah. But thanks for the trail magic. This is awesome.
Yeah.
It's always a lot of times it's a surprise, but it's always really appreciated. So, and this is a chili dog with mustard on it. Reminds me of Frank's chili dog at Virginia Tech. All right, girls, tell me what this guy's name is here.
Doesn't have
Snowman.
Oh, come on. What?
Tom? I don't know.
Tom.
Tom. Tom the snowman.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody else at home is mowing the grass, and we've got 2 snowman builders here on the Appalachian Trail, part of the Trail Magic. You guys did an awesome job. Keep up the good work, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We don't have to film me in front of the privy, but then we can turn. You know what I mean? Like maybe my whole interview isn't the whole privy.
The whole privy. All right, so guys, I want to introduce you to Harvest. So she's a, pass-through hiker, and I passed her yesterday, and her and one of her trail friends were doing some privy maintenance, and I just kind of wanted her to give you the 411 on what you should and shouldn't do and put in the privy, and what she does in terms of maintenance.
Yeah, so hi, my trail name was Harvest. My regular name is Sarah Jones Decker. I'm an author and AT through hiker. I'm also a trail maintainer with the Carolina Mountain Club here in North Carolina. I take care of a 3-mile about section of the trail outside of Hot Springs, North Carolina. And I think I'm required to go up a couple times a year, and I clear the trail, I clear water bars, pack out trash from the shelter, and I'm also a certified sawyer, which means I'm allowed to run a chainsaw in national forest, so we come out and clear the down trees and things for hikers to be safe. One of the least glorious parts of my job is maintaining a privy. It's always good to give back to the trail that's given so much to me. It still sucks, okay? So this is a moldering privy, right? So you should pee somewhere else. A lot of that moisture adds to the stench. It also adds to it not breaking down, maybe in the way that we want. Chamber 1, Chamber 2, Chamber 3. My glorious job twice a year is to come up in a Tyvek suit and gloves and all the stuff. I lift up these boxes. I rake Chamber 1 into Chamber 2. Chamber 2 goes into Chamber 3 for longer moldering, right? Every time you put those leaves in after you use the bathroom, those are going to start breaking down. And then ideally, when you get to Chamber 3, the only thing that left is really leaves. That being said, yesterday when I had to do maintenance on my privy at Spring Mountain Shelter, Station 3, which should have been at the point where we were going to put it out and be done with it, was filled with wipes, and it was filled with trash. And guess who gets to dig that trash out? Oh, you're right, me.
Me, oh my God.
So we're going to come back up with those little sticky things that grab, because I'm not going to touch it, right? Pack it in, pack it out. It's fine if you need to use wipes. I get it. But they don't break down. Even the ones that say maybe they break down on the time frame that we're looking at, from Chamber 1 to 2 to 3, they're not breaking down in time. So you really want to pack those out. Don't put your trash down there. Don't put your tampons in there. A lot of my job is maintaining the trail, but unfortunately a big part of our job is cleaning up the trail and packing out things that people think someone else will get it. That
Right.
Someone else usually is a trail maintainer. That's not really our job, but it is a part of our job.
Right, but here's the deal, and it makes it really super simple.
Very simple.
It's
This one you can pee in. Some, if they say don't pee in them, follow the rules, because they're all
pee,
different.
poop, and toilet paper. Okay, so it's not that hard, and then you put leaves over top of whatever you did in the privy. So it's not rocket surgery. So pee, poop, and toilet paper. Right.
Now there are some privies that will say please pee elsewhere. It's very hard for women, I understand. You go both sometimes at the same time, but if the privy specifically says please pee somewhere else, it is to keep the moisture and the stench down in that style. There's moldering privies, there's open chamber, there's a lot of different styles of privies, but each one, if it has a certain direction, follow it. And so here we do organic material or leaves, duff, so you do your business and then put duff over top of it. Right. That will help us. It just helps the breakdown process over time. There's a lot of people who come through here, so if every person follows those rules, it will break down faster and just be a better experience for everybody.
Wonderful. So guys, you get the good, the bad, and the ugly.
And the stinky.
And the stinky. Thanks, Harvest. I really appreciate
Thank
you putting
happy
that out there
trails.
for it.
Yeah, happy trails.
Thanks. Keep on going up. You guys can't really tell the incline, but we're gonna be close, if not above 5,000 feet, which obviously the higher we go, the more snow they got. Just very interesting to know that tomorrow is going to be 70, and I'm walking through this right now. So we're getting close to the 300-mile mark in about a mile and a half, but we're snow-covered, ice-covered rocks, and it's, you know, pretty straight down. Mom, please close your eyes for a little bit. One false step, one ice slip, and away you go. And this is exactly why I bought micro spikes, but I sent those home 2 weeks ago. Going up. That's Mike. Whoa. Well, it's getting too steep for me not to use my trekking poles, but it's pretty ways down there. You got it? Okay, we're almost at 300 miles, but not quite, and we'll show you the video, but we just came from there. I don't know if you can see, there was a fire tower, but they had it roped off, so we couldn't go up to see that. And I'm looking west. I don't know where. I can't imagine how far I can see. It's got to be, I don't know, 50 miles? And that is really way over there. And I don't know what's down there. It's obviously a town of some sort.
Okay, this is after that big rocky climb in the snow.
And this is north, and we're just kind of going east.
There's always a treat at the top when you get
As you can see, the snow-covered caps.
these crazy climbs.
It's super pretty. Gotta take a couple pictures here. Hey, this is day 29 on the through hike. Mike and I just passed the, I think you can see that, the 300-mile mark. And yeah, so only, I think, maybe another 170 till we get to Virginia. So keep moving on down the trail. The last mile or more has just been
2 miles.
Yeah, 2 miles has just been,
Treacherous.
yeah, rocks and snow and ridge running, but we made it. So off to camp. We got another 2+ miles until we get to camp. Talk to you soon. Hey everybody, wrapping up day 29 of my Appalachian Trail through hike. We did a lot of things today. It was cold, you know, bitter cold this morning. My hands were really cold. Sun came out, walking through snow. I had some trail magic for lunch, which was really wonderful. Helped make a snowman. I mean, how crazy is that? Past the 300-mile mark, which is really amazing. About 10 or maybe 12 or 14 miles into the day, we did these boulder climbings up through this crest. It made for beautiful views, but man, it was hard because all the boulders were snow and ice covered. So it was pretty hard. It borderline was treacherous. Mike fell down. Anyway, but then we came out, the sun came back out. We started going down, so the lower elevations. and then got to camp where, you know, there was very little snow, which was nice because, you know, nobody wants to set their tent up on the snow because then it melts. But tonight it's going to be below freezing again. It's supposed to be like mid-20s when we wake up in the morning. So that's starting to get kind of old, and mainly because my fingers are just so frozen. So we've got another 15, 16 mile day tomorrow, and then I think 13 or 14 mile day after that, and then like a 10 or 15 mile day after that, and then we go into a town called Irwin to resupply. So there you have it. Appreciate you guys watching, and miss everybody, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks.